Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Today we're watching Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. I am, of course, Kev Indiana Jones. With me is Indiana Bones, my dog, but you can't really see him. But you might see him pop up every now and then. Maybe his foot, maybe just his foot, his paw, who knows? His snout could be upside down. We'll see what happens. So this is, I think, my favorite one overall. The first three tend to be tied for me. Like if I when I list my top 10 movies, I only include one of them because they're very very close. They're very very close in stature for me. But this one means a whole lot to me. I saw this one in theaters when I was 9 years old. The anticipation for this was insane. That summer was incredible. That was the best summer of movies ever. This is looking like a pretty good summer too. But 1989, I mean, we had Back to the Future 2, we had Batman, we had Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, we had Star Trek 5, I believe it was, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, many other incredible movies, and it was really, really cool. Although I think, was Back to the Future later in the year? Anyways, this was, I saw this in theaters many times, and I saw this in on the big screen, and I'm doing so next month when Regal or actually Fathom Events does it, and that's going to be a hell of a fun time. I'm actually going to the AMC in Times Square, so if you're around and you want to check it out, please do so. I think it'll be June 15th, a Sunday. That's going to be an awesome time. I will be dressed like this more than likely. That'll be a blast because I haven't seen that on the big screen in a very long time, and I know it's just a month away, but I'm very excited about watching this today with you. Have it all queued up on your device, your TV, hopefully your big screen TV, not just your phone, but watch it however you want to watch it. That's your prerogative. You can do what you want to do. So let's go ahead and count down from the start screen of 0000. Let's have you start it there, pause it, and I'm going to count down from five. I'll go five to one and then play. No zero. Play. Five, four, three, two, one, play. I'm very excited about this one. I wish the soundtrack included this little bit of Indian chanting. That would have been cool. Native American chanting. Sorry. That's a beautiful dissolve. The last of that. I really had no idea where this was gonna start off with as a kid. 9-year-old boy. Oh man, I watched this with just the widest of eyes, and I still kind of do. Those are some of the most magical words a movie could have, and that too. I love how kind of subdued and subtle this opening is. It's very nice and calm as opposed to Temple of Doom. Just started off with a bang and then musical number. Alice and Duty. I'm 45 years old. Duty. How is that not tipped over? My God, how has the Roadrunner not been crushed by that yet? I mean, that's the one thing I feel like would get the Roadrunner. What a beautiful vista. A bunch of dildos in the background. Look at those big old dildos. Impressive. Impressive nature. I'm guessing that's a dry heat. Dry heat's weird. That's not something I grew up with, and encountering that is odd. It's an odd sensation because you think you can do more, but you can't. Oh boy, you can't. It exhausts you. Hey, Joanna Johnston. All right. God, this music. Everything about this movie, it's just top notch. I just watched the behind the scenes from the old DVD, which some of you apparently haven't watched yet, and I highly suggest doing so because it's got some really good stuff in it. I'll drop some tidbits here and there. Not that there's only gonna be one or two of you who haven't watched those things, but I got to fill in the space. I've listened to a couple. That's an unfortunate fat joke. I've listened to my past commentaries, and they're a little boring sometimes. So I'm not going to talk throughout the entire thing, but I will and be more engaging, for Christ's sakes. I'm not just going to sit here watching the movie in silence for like 3 minutes. I can't believe I did that with Raiders of the Lost Ark. I just got too sucked into the movie. It's that good. I wonder how long he was friends with that kid for. high school friends are fleeting. I'm sure Boy Scout friends are even more fleeting. I didn't do Boy Scouts. I went on to one meeting with my buddy Dave. His dad was a Boy Scout leader, one of like the really high ups down in Florida. And so I went to one meeting, and it was just a little too much for me. Like it seemed really, really cool, and I wish I had some of these skills that they learned back, back as a child. That would have been a good idea, stupid young me. But no, I'd rather be at home playing video games and reading comic books, just like I kind of do now. This was confusing to me, seeing him in that outfit. I didn't know what the hell was going on. That guy's pretty annoying. Jesus Christ. Yeah, shut up indeed. That's a pretty cool hat, though. I don't like the thin ribbon, but I could get used to it. He does such a kick-ass job of a young Harrison Ford. And you see him get killed in a Friday the 13th movie. That's pretty fun. So yeah, he really... I shouldn't have been confused past this point, but I remember still being a little confused. But, I was 9. I guess that was pretty stupid. Yeah, the way he says that's really, really great. I gotta watch Mosquito Coast again. I haven't seen that in a long, long time. Great little touch. I love these little touches that they do. Too many things form Indiana Jones in his next 20 minutes of life. But look at that. This is a Dark Matter props from Etsy. Oh man, this is one of my favorite things I have. My God, it's incredible. It would be, maybe, I don't know if I would like it more if it was weathered and all dusty. I mean, I could do that myself, but I do really love how just brand new it looks. I kind of want to keep it that way. It's a work of art. It's beautiful. Highly recommended. How often do we say that for no real reason? But I guess sometimes if people are confused, but you're not, you could apply that. I say that often. That's I really thought that at one point Indy grown up did that, stuck it in his belt, but he didn't. And I like that happened. Like not everything works out, and you see that early on in his life. Not everything works out for Indy. I remember that getting a really good laugh. I don't watch Family Guy too much, but I have seen the part where Peter just hums this entire thing. And it's funny? Yeah, it is funny. I guess that's the end of that sentence. I don't know. Again, I'm in New York City, so you're going to enjoy some ambiance. Sirens. Maybe wind. I don't know. It is raining, but I think it might be done with the rain. But there will be sirens. Oh, there will be sirens. It's just how it goes. And the adventure game, PC game starts off like it's a Last Crusade, the action game, I believe it is. I haven't played that version of it, which I would really like to do. Like it's the adventure game, like the point and click. Point and click adventures are my favorite kind of video games. Oh man. If you're into gaming but you haven't played a point and click adventure, please go ahead and do that. Research the LucasArts games. They're perfect. They're perfect. Oh, they're so fun. Yeah, that would do it. Yeah, that would do it. That would definitely do it. Oh, Duffy. Yeah, so yeah, being covered in snakes, being covered in anything, it will do that. Holy shit. So as a kid, I used to explore the backyard of my house, which were, maybe a couple miles worth of trees, woods. We call them the woods. And, I was walking again with my buddy Dave. And we walked through a pile of hay, not thinking about anything. Why would we care about walking through hay? And seconds later, we just hear this intense buzzing noise. And we're each covered in hornets. Covered in hornets. We walked through a yellow jacket nest. And luckily, we only got stung once each. He should have said holy shit. He should have said holy shit there. But yeah, I covered in hornets, so I had a fear of things that can sting for a long, long time. I still don't care for them, but I'm a lot better. I'm a lot better. But yeah, that was that's a thing that can happen. That happened to me. I didn't even put that together yet. That's funny, huh? Bees. What would it have to be? Bees. Well, not bees. You know, I don't really. I kind of like bumblebees. Bumblebees are cool. Yellow jackets. Why did it have to be yellow jackets? I was always jealous of that because my hair doesn't grow past here. I don't know why. Not even here at this point. I don't know. I've kept it short for so long that when I grow it out, it only goes so far. And I was always jealous of dudes that could grow their hair long. Thus, I hated them. I hated long-haired dudes. Some I like, some I appreciate, but I was always jealous that I couldn't do it. Poor lion. He's just trying to get some food. And of course, people talk about him being Abner Ravenwood in their own headcanon, which I'm cool with. But I saw Abner more as a mix of Indy and not Donovan, Marcus. Like I don't see him being like that so much, but that's just me. It's fun to think about. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with that. I may do the lines every now and then. I guess it does help knowing that you are where you are in the movie and that you're lined up with me. We'll see. I don't do it just to hear the sound of my own voice, for the love of God. You may be crazy to think this. Oh, you maybe think I'm crazy to say this, but I don't really love talking all the time. You know, I used to, but that's my job to kind of do that now. So I like taking it easy now. This doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but whatever. It's cool. Why would the train caboose have that set up? But you know, whatever. Oh, respect, kid. Respect. That's great. That's great. That's where a bunch of people are going to meet up in October, I believe. That'll be really cool. That'll be really, really cool to do. I'm saving up for not only a house, but gum surgery. My final gum surgery will be my bottom two, so I got to save up for that. It's got some hairy ass hands. Not to bring up Dave again, but yeah, he's Greek, so he really. I remember him loving this part as a kid, and there, I grew up in a Greek part of uh, Florida. I didn't know it till later, but there's a lot of Greek people in Clearwater and the surrounding areas, and a bunch of my friends when I was a kid loved that he said those numbers in Greece. That Greek was pretty cool. So in these kinds of movies, like, all these hats are made by Herbert Johnson, right? Like every one of them, I would think, not just indies. It's great makeup on River Phoenix, by the way. What could have happened to him? What could have been with him? I love Joaquin. It would have been nice to have both of them though, because there's something about him that was real special. Yeah, I really connected well to him when I was a kid, especially in the Explorers. Yeah. This is one of my favorite transitions ever in film. This has a bunch of my favorite evers in film. I'm not going to talk over this. Oh man, I was so happy when with that sequence made me just full of life when I was a child. I mean, it still does. I can still feel how I felt as a kid when I watched this movie. This would be my constant. This movie, I suppose. I've loved this movie all my life. Well, not Superman would be. Superman would be my constant. that's something I need to say when like people say, "Hey, Dr. Jones." I would always say, "Stay in school," or I don't know why I would say "stay in school," but I would because it was kids saying it to me. And it would be fun to say to kids, "Stay in school," dressed as Indiana Jones, but it belongs in a museum is a more appropriate thing that I'm going to start saying when I go to conventions. I wish we had that sound effect more in the movie Dial of Destiny. I don't think we got it at all. That was kind of a bummer. I love that sound effect so much. Once I can't remember what I hit it with. It was like a pile of leather jackets, and I hit it with something, and it made that punch noise. It was really nuts. I couldn't fucking believe it. There will be cursing also. There will be sirens. There will be cursing. Fucking love it. Pure indie. Oh yeah, that hat stays on. The hat stays on. It's lucky about no sharks going near there. Very, very, very fun explosion. Very cool. I love explosions. Love a good explosion. Speed 2, movie's terrible. It's one of the greatest explosions ever on film. That is a huge, huge explosion. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Also, just something like crash through his head or burst through under the hat. I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? Not truth. Truth you're looking interested in. Look, blah blah blah. His class. Yeah, they're still in love with it. All the dudes are in love with him too. Yeah. Never say never ever. That's the sound of the police. Hey, it's what's her name? From The Office, Jan, right? Also, the Rocketeer. She's the one that sings the songs at the club, at the Four Seasons Club, sitting with Neville Sinclair. Now, take note, everyone, of how serious Marcus is and normal Marcus Brody here. Some complain how he's goofy. They don't like it later on when he's out of his element, that he should be used to it. But nay, in the behind the scenes, he himself says that he love. I should talk about this later. I'm just going to drop it now. He talks about how he loves that they made him more goofy and bumbling out of his element because he was a bookworm and that he's known about stuff from studying, not from doing. So I love that he himself appreciated the change in characters. So I never saw a problem with it personally. I never saw a problem, and I always thought this was kind of weird though. To draw like everyone's like, oh, I love him, I love him, I love him. They all leave the class, and then boom, they're outside and like, fuck this motherfucker. Where's he been? Like, where was this anger inside the classroom? Huh? That's what I've always wanted to know about it. Irene, fucking Irene's. In turn. I like being able to say that. I don't say that often, but that's fun to be able to say. I'll say that. And I love his office. Look at that cool. It's a human face shape in the background right behind him to the right. What is that? And look at his hat. I'm so excited about all this. I had some candy before this, so there might be some sugar coursing through me. And I mean real candy. Not like, I haven't done that in a long time, you know. I'm not condoning it. You know, experiment if you want to experiment. You can like it if you want to like it. Just don't go overboard. Oh, that hat. I sort of have this suit. I mean, it's more gray. That's more brown. But I have I basically have this suit because I have a vest. Also, it's my wedding suit. No, it's not. It's lighter than this for sure. And not wool. I mean, I can't do wool. I can do wool pants. I'm wearing wool pants right now. But like a whole wool suit, oh fuck, no! It's gotta have a poly mix or cotton in it. Wool. Ugh. When I was in Hollywood back in my early 20s, I did a lot of background work, and any kind of period piece, guess what you always wear? Wool. And man, that's when I discovered, holy fuck, I don't like wool. Wool is terrible. Because I'm from Florida, and no, we don't wear no wool down there. Jesus Christ, that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. So then you go to LA, it's similar weather, but and yet they make you wear wool, and it's awful. I'm a sweater. I sweat a lot, and it's not fun. It's not fun. Here's his foot. Can you see his foot? I don't want to pull it too far. What a shot that is. That would be cool to have on the wall, the Grail tablet if you had space. Well, that's a huge fucking thing. Oh, Moe Shandan. I feel like Troy Baker is his name in the game. He took a lot of his performance from that scene right there, where he just kind of mumbles and slowly says things. He does that more so in that scene than the other movies. I feel like he really studied that quite a bit. Does he have a lazy eye? Does Harrison Ford ever have really good hair? Or is it always just kind of a little akimbo? I mean, that's kind of dorky looking, I guess. I noticed in the what was it, the Raiders of the Lost Ark, when he's Marion takes his hat off and his hair is all going back. Uh, that's the coolest his hair's ever looked, and yet that was just an accidental hairstyle from a hat being on hat hair. Sometimes hat hair does end up being pretty cool. I don't know. I don't know how this looks right now. It could look terrible. It could look cool. I don't know. It's got to be a certain length. Cool thing about having a dog is the hair that ends up all over your hat, your dog fur felt hat, made by Indiana Bones. I mean, I know you can't see it, but I just want to say, really appreciate my TV. It's still 1080p, but it's a glass screen. The monolith design that Sony did in, I think, 2010, 2011, something like that. And it still blows me away. I got a 4K player, which really makes it shine. It really pushes it as far as it can go, and I'm good with this for a while. Like the black in Donovan's tux is like in that past scene was just pure black. Now there's more light on it, obviously, but yeah, good TVs. Good TV is more important to me than a car. I'll tell you that much because I don't have a car. That'd be a cool prop to have, even though you only see one page of it. I forgot. Apparently, I gotta remember this when I see it in theaters. Apparently, the song that's playing at the Donovan party is oh, is it gonna happen soon? Wait, has it not happened yet? It's playing like the Empire Imperial March. Are we about to see maybe, or have we lost it already? I'm talking too much. Obviously, he's the bad guy. How the hell did you? How did I not know he was going to be the bad guy? This guy, for Christ's sake, this dude. Of course, he's the fucking bad guy. Spoiler alert. See, this is what makes the movie about his father, not the Grail, because he doesn't really have that. He doesn't have the warmth, the passion, the personal touch, and it's the father is what drives us all. It's more personal than the other movies, and I love that. I think that's why this is This is usually a nose ahead, a hair, a hat brim ahead. Ransacked his own room, huh? And I fell for it. That'd be fun to do on a set. Do prop masters do that? Used to be buddies with a prop master. Man, that was during my bad LA days. I messed that relationship up. That was stupid of me. I tried to make things better. I kind of did. I kind of did, actually. Hmm. All right, never mind. I'll feel okay about that. Fuck. There's a lot of shit in this. There's something that won't fall out. I need to find something that won't fall out. Jesus Christ. Well, there's this. That's pretty cool. I can't wait to hear this. One of those big speakers at the big screen. Do you believe, Marcus? I love this thing. My wife got me this for my birthday. I mean, it's the only thing I asked for. I knew I was getting it, but it's nevertheless one of the coolest things I've ever gotten. It looks, feels, smells real. It is real to me. It is this. I know people say that everyone loves what they have, and I like that. That's really cool. I love that, in fact. But this is just unbelievable. This seems like it's real to me. I don't know if it is printed or written. I think it's printed, but again, I can barely tell. So that's pretty cool. I adore this. I adore this. Thanks, Liz. If you ever watch this. If you ever watch this when I'm dead. Just to hear my voice. Yes, I have those thoughts. That's dark, right? That's why I got emotional last time. That was weird, but that's why I got emotional at the end of Temple of Doom. Because this is the kind of stuff this might be something that people watch when I'm gone, that care about me. Who knows? And I don't know where I started thinking about that shit. It was weird, but I did. I'm emotional. Both my parents are criers. What can I do? What am I gonna not cry? That makes things bad. Let it out. Let it flow. Let yourself go. Yeah, no. If you want to cry, you let yourself cry. Holding that back is what leads to bad things. Very bad things. So yeah, talk through things. Cry through things. These little shit kids. What do they want? Push them into the water. Get the fuck out of here. This is apparently the worst place you can go in Italy. It's just like packed with people. Oh, there's the duty. I'm gonna try not to make too many duty jokes, but not too hard. Okay, there are stripes on that tie. Goddamn, how about that? Clearly, there's stripes on that tie. Damn, look at that hat. That was nice. That seems a little lighter than this, but maybe it's just the sun. The sun actually hitting it. That might be it. I don't know. Oh my! Attila the Professor. Look at Marcus. Marcus is onto him. Like, aren't you banging 8 students back home, Indy? He's so great. He's so great in Trading Places. Oh man, he's so fun in that. I'd like to see more Denim Elite rules. Yeah, that hat looks incredible. Fuck. That'd be cool to see. I'm sure. I know, in fact, many of you cosplayers who may be watching this. I don't know. I don't even know who's watching this at this point. But hopefully, some of you cosplayers are watching this. Have been there, not obviously in here, but to that exterior. That's awesome. And to have gone to any exterior is really really awesome. I mean, I've been to JFK Airport. That's the only real place I've been. But that was before. No wait, I was just at JFK. Jesus Christ! I totally forgot. But I didn't have any indie gear, so I didn't feel it. I wonder if that little insert is exactly there. See, that's the problem with this huge thing is that... was that it? Yeah, there's no page numbers or index in this thing, so if I want to find something, it's not easy. Oh boy. But yeah, it's cool. I think the Roman numerals are in here somewhere. Damn. Enjoy the film. I'm gonna look for this. The $1 bill. Shit. Well, shit. Well, there's that. That's cool. Fuck yeah, that's cool. That's real cool. I'm pretty sure I've seen that before. Man! That's how dense this is. Every page is full. There's hundreds of pages of stuff. Oh, I don't know. Oh. Fuck. Well. And I give up. Never say never. All right, so back when I was in college at University of Central Florida, UCF, I took a statistics class, which I didn't do well in high school. I took an AP statistics class, bombed it hard. But then in college, the professor played this scene for a probability comparison, and that's the kind of template of which this professor worked with. He told us our assignment that week was to go to see Attack of the Clones in theaters when it came out that week. And that's how old I am. I was in college when Attack of the Clones came out, and that's weird to fucking think about that I was old. That I am old because of that, but it's true. But yeah, so that was a pretty fun course to take. He was a big nerd. Big nerd. That was cool. You think it'd be a little musky in there. Maybe dangerous, probably. Maybe a little dangerous to breathe air from down there. I would think. It wouldn't be great. It wouldn't be fresh. It'd be a little stale. Marcus is keeping it cool here. Because he's in a library. How about that? He's not a bumbling, oh, where are they going? Oh, I'm going to pee my pants. No, he's keeping it cool, baby. He's cool. He's in a library. That's where he's supposed to be, baby. She. Oh, yeah, fuck. Bing. I didn't put propane, not propane, but lighter fluid in this propane. I didn't put any propane in this lighter because I didn't want to blow up or nothing. But also it just evaporates. It fucking evaporates real fast in here. I guess I don't really use it that much, but I love having it. Why is something beeping? I'm on airplane mode. How could something be beeping? Oh, it's my father. Well, that's fine. That's okay. But I'm on airplane mode. Let's go ahead and put it on do not disturb mode also. Just for shits and giggles. I love that part so much. There we are. There we go. Okay. Okay. Sure, the hat looks good. Yeah, all right. Okay. Sucking the guts, guys. We're the Ghostbusters. Once again, X marks the spot. She wants that dick. She wants that Professor Dick. And once again, the air in this situation, not nominal. Wouldn't be great. It'd be also very, very risky to do this. To have a torch dripping fucking flame fragments down into the petroleum. But, you know, what do I know? Like, for example, I feel like it's just about to happen. Oh no, it happens later. This is all about the rats. Rats. Not a fan of rats. Due to New York. This is a terrible, terrible story. This was very fucking disturbing. My first, I think, month or two here, somewhere around there, I was walking to the. It's traumatic to talk about. I was walking to the store, like the Rite Aid or something, like Bodega, and wearing flip flops. Went to go get what I got. Went back, and on the way home, during a step on my right foot, I felt something underneath go click, and so I kept walking, looked back, and saw that I had stepped on a rat right on his head and snapped his neck and killed it. Uh, it was awful. It was awful. The remorse I felt. And then I realized, oh, that I did feel a little bit of fur on my bare foot as I did that. Terrible, terrible situation. Why am I talking about this now? I don't know. Let's go back to the torch thing. At some point, there's a little bits that fall from the torch and it should all go boom. There, boom, gone. They should be gone. They should be gone at that point. Boom, gone. What fun it would be to be in this kind of set on this situation. God, it'd be so fucking fun. I would better without my jacket. MOJ. Without jacket. Oh, God. That musical bit and then this musical bit right here. Oh, God. This is my favorite. This is my favorite Williams score. That's not Superman or Empire Strikes Back. Yeah, this is number 3. I like this the most out of all of them. I think it's beautiful. So it's not as red. Mine is really red. I don't have it on me. It's over there. Oh shit, do I? No. No, in fact I don't. Oh well. I do, however, have all these whip holders. Yeah, because you need 4 for each movie. What's wrong with me? What the hell's wrong with any of us? All those poor fake rats. Oh, the sound. It's disappointing when things happen in life. Not that I've been in the situation, but, you know, when things happen in life and it doesn't sound like it does in a Ben Burt sounded movie. Because that's always the best. And how is he seeing underwater right now in the petroleum? Is it all petroleum? Like, how's this working? Did he just... I'm going to let it be. Maybe this movie does have some plot holes. It's okay. Or issues. Don't they all? Don't we all? Just let it be. Let it ride. That'd be a scary ass swim. Not knowing where the fuck you're going. Jesus Christ. Oh, look at the background. Fucking Russian boxer Drago opened up a place. Ah, Venice. Hit after hit with the music. My God, boom, boom, boom. Johnny Boy at the top of his game. The year after this, or 2 years, I can't remember, he did Hook, which I believe is his most underrated score. It is just phenomenal. Just absolutely phenomenal. Also, so many different scores themes he does in that score. I feel like he really, that was kind of almost like a top of the game kind of thing. But everything since then, it's so steep up that he's still doing incredible. So, What a thing. I'm gonna have to take some time off on the terrible, terrible day that he goes. That'll be rough. How they do that? I know like squibs and stuff. Like that's a general answer, but how they show how does glass break like that without like a clear thing on it? Maybe we just don't see it. I don't know. Or is there someone off screen just going with a pebble? Spielberg. Got it. Yeah. See, again, Harrison Ford's hair there, wonderful, but accidental. Not meant to be. I didn't quite get what was happening as a kid when I first saw this. Like, what does that boat have anything to do with anything? I didn't see that it was pushing the other one next. I didn't understand that. Because I was stupid. You're stupid when you're 9. And that used to be in something. I can't remember what. I can't remember what. Was it at the MGM Studios movie sequence thing at the end? Shit. I can't remember. You're gonna blow me. That was quick. Oh, Pope's about to be decided. Pope's getting decided. Timely. Oh, that sound. Punch someone, it's just the sound of meat hitting, but not like that. Nah. Controlled set or no, that's still pretty terrifying to do. And I think they're out in the open. Oh, that's probably on a set. That's got to be on a set. Shit could have flown right into his eyes. This is dangerous. Would they let him do that nowadays, I wonder? Well, Tommy Cruise would do it. You know that. Tommy Cruise would lose a pinky to this. For the good of the movie, he would lose a pinky. Chasm, he rules. He's got a pretty cool suit, too. The dress wear back in the day, very, very, very classy, I kind of miss that. It's a lot of work they've been doing. How many people have they killed as a result of all this? Jeez. Jetty. That's a fun word. Jetty. You don't hear that often. Oh. No. Uh-uh. You could have just asked, so this would have been so much easier. Neat. That kept well during all that action and wetness. Also, Marcus, you should hope you went to the doctor or something like that, because you're getting there in age, and you just got clobbered over the fucking head, and you're just putting ice on it. Man, you might have a concussion, contusion, and all them shits. Fucking A. Don't go to sleep tonight, pal. Fuck. It's a nice robe. I have a robe. I've always wanted one. My wife got me one, I don't know, Christmas or 2 ago. She provides. I want, she gives. That's a terrible thing for me to say. Gift wise, present wise. Marcus has got liver spots, for crying out loud. You don't take a blow to the head easy when you got liver spots. You consult a doctor. What hotel room are they in right now? Where in the hell are they? Oh wait, is it Donovan's place, right? Is it Donovan's place? Shit, where are they? I'm talking too much through the movie. You need to pay attention. You'd think I'd know. It's a lot of fancy shit there. It's got to be Donovan's place. It must be. Okay, funny thing. This isn't happening right now because the sound isn't on, but that in particular makes my dog go oh, 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 and it's hilarious every time. And we're very curious as to why he does that. Not often does he give us the whole head tilt thing, and it's just so goddamn adorable. But the first time we played this, it was like, holy shit, look at that! We wound it like 3 or 4 times, and he did it every time. It's just it must be something in the pitch or the timbre of the music. I don't know, but it's adorable. The scene is he's a little grabby. She's trying to get away there. I don't know how you're supposed to feel about that, but he's very charming. So that takes care of that, I suppose. That was a risk. Yeah, but then it pays off, so I guess everything's fine. And he's like, shit, it worked. Yeah, see, he's fully shaved. Oh yeah, oh my God, that's Jesus Christ. Um, yeah, that's that ear biting is fun. Uh, oh, Venice. I lost my train of thought there. Ear biting. Ah. Oh, he shaved. Huh? He's about to see his papa. And that's something I didn't notice until like maybe like a few viewings ago, like a few years ago maybe. That I was like, wait, he's really not too stubbly in this movie because he's going to see his papa. And dads rarely like it when you have the stubble and all the beard and shit. Even though my dad has now grown a beard, but he would prefer me to be clean shaven, as would my mom. They like you to be baby face because you're their babies, so they want you to remain that way. But I like having stubble and facial hair. But it's cute to see him like, oh shit, I'm gonna go see my dad and shave all this shit off. Fine. Well, he's got a little bit there, but it keeps. He's got a good shave. He probably got that Italian stuff that I use. Well, geez, that rabbit felt hat in the background's getting soaked to shit and all that water. I guess it's fine later. Like immediately, it's fine. What a schnoz! Look at that schnoz! Holy shit! She's like, oh Clyde, no. I don't know his name is Clyde, but Elsa has to know that dude, right? Fucking Nazi bitch. Yeah, there's curse words aplenty in this commentary. Not this movie. I don't really think does Indy say shit in this? He says holy shit in Raiders. He says oh shit in Temple. I don't think he says shit in this. It's a bummer. Oh look, his hat is dry. How'd that happen? Movie magic. That's how. Shut up. It's a little wet in the back. There. See? Shut up. Fuck you. Housekeeping. The lighting. Oh, the lighting throughout. Yeah. Oh, it's because there's a fire. That's why it's all like that. I mean, sort of a fire. Is there even really a fire in there? No, there's like a fucking neon bulb in there. It ain't. I don't know. This part. I want to do this. I don't know if I want to do it on like a cable or a wire or anything like that, but I want to do this someday. Swing from something onto something and then onto something else from that something. Yeah! Bump. And that's the first time you see him like that, like exacerbated, like, oh God, I'm embarrassed. Oh jeez, Pop, shut up. Oh man, it's great to see this badass character just sink back into his just old, God, Dad, come on. Oh, don't. And he's just trying to impress him, and it's just, it's real. It's fantastic. Their chemistry is what makes this movie my favorite one. They're just incredible together. I love Harrison's no there. No. I wonder, like, could they even have thought of anyone else to play this role? Isn't that funny to think about? Who else could have possibly done this other than Sean Connery? Ma, listen in the comments if you can think of anyone that would have possibly done as good a job as this, or even like 75% of as good a job as this. Doesn't have to be of a Welsh background or anything like that, but it should be perhaps someone of a classic past. Who's to say? Charlton Heston? Charlton Heston as Henry Jones. Alexandretta? That's a terrible Charlton Heston. I acknowledge that. Charlton Heston? I guess that's a little better. Alexandretta? A planet where apes evolved from men? That's all right, I guess. It's not bad. I've never really attempted a Chuck Heston. Was it Chuck? Is that his? What is? Was that? Is Chuck short for Charlton? I don't know. These guys have a terrible reaction time. I tell you what, when Indy does what he does. But nevertheless, this is one of my favorite moments in the entire franchise. Was that castle built in 1478? Holy shit! Behind him. Look behind him. Look. Does that say 1478? Shit. I told you! Just murders people in front of his dad for the first time. Don't call me Junior. You'd think that he would stop fucking with his son so much after that, but no, he still fucks with him. Not that he's gonna kill his dad, but look, see what your son is capable of. Okay, no, now there is a light behind him. Okay, so it wasn't just the fireplace. Whatever, the lighting is beautiful. I would have believed him. I would have believed my dad. I would have believed him. It's just that their dissonance is what made him not believe his own father. I would have believed my dad. I got to tell you that. It would be gross to think of that. The complications. All that sweat. That's what makes Indy Indy. I got to embrace the sweat. For some reason, I'm not too sweaty in this getup right now. This is my favorite getup. This is my favorite of them all. It's like the ultimate bad guy of bad guys. Fucking Michael Byrne as a Nazi. Jesus Christ. I think he plays a good guy in Bond, though. I think he's in Tomorrow Never Dies. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure he's like a submarine captain, maybe? I don't know. No, I think it's just like regular captain in the army. The OSS, I don't know. Whatever. Gross. Grody. Ew. Eskimo brothering with your father. Ew, it's like... I do remember being shocked by that as a child. I mean, it is a nice little twist. This jacket does look a lot like that jacket, doesn't it? This is a little darker, but God almighty. Steele & Jones, baby, Steele & Jones. If you want perfection, you go to Steele & Jones. And then hat-wise, Herbert Johnson. They made that hat, they made this hat. Man, look at Vogel just staring him down. Trying to show off for his pop. Supposedly she was only like, I think she said 21 in the behind the scenes thing. But that can't be, because she was in a Bond movie like 5 years earlier. So what was she, 15 in that? Or 16. Because I can do maths as well. Look at Henry. Henry's like, no, he's not. What a bunch of bullshit. And why is he covered in chicken? What just happened to him? He's covered in chicken feathers. I was going to say hair. Chicken fur. A chicken fur felt hat would be pretty cool. Yay! Oh boy. Yeah, this has the best supporting cast for me as well. I know Marion's awesome, but this has Sala, Marcus, I mean Henry Jones Jr. for crying out loud. I mean Henry Jones himself. And Elsa is pretty kick-ass. They're all the women are great in these movies, including Cate Blanchett, who really you could tell is having a hell of a fun time in Crystal Skull, which I will do the commentary for one day. We'll see how that goes, but let's enjoy this because we're doing this. Here's some kind of weird humming. That's weird. Huh. It is kind of cute that he says that in Crystal Skull. This is intolerable. I do find myself sometimes saying things that my dad used to say. Still says. He still says things. Indy, relax. Yeah. I love the wheel of swords over there. What kind of Price is Right is that? conniving. Oh man, the evil. Oh man, she's good at that shit. It's an odd time to bring this up, as the fact that you just had sex with my son, but... Oh, you mean him. Yes. What a face. Maybe I'm losing my sex appeal. If you haven't seen The Rock, I mean, what's the matter with you? That's a fucking awesome movie. That's one of my favorite action movies, The Rock. Oh my god. I don't want to watch The Rock after this. Evil fuck. Ugh. That music's perfect for just like a getting bad news or seeing somebody you don't like. That music pops into my head a lot. Bum 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 bum. I guess that wasn't necessary because he's a bookworm. He shouldn't have gotten lost in his own museum. But it's a fantastic line, especially for the end, the callback. But yeah, you know, he's a museum hound. He should know his own museum. But hey, whatever. And goodbye later. Now, I watched or listened to the Nathan Smith, Finley, and Kirk Brackman commentary, and they said, "Oh, it's the whole place is covered in kerosene." But have you ever seen a room, like on the news or anything like that, or like YouTube, a room where a fire starts here to see how fast it spreads to there? It's fucking terrifying. They don't cover it in nothing. It's just natural environment. It goes boom, floom, 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 floom. It just spreads. It's nuts. Fire's terrifying. I do not like fire in an uncontrollable form because it can be devastating, as many of our California friends know. And friends to the north as well. Crying out loud. Orange sky. What was it, like 2 years ago? Because of all the fires that were up north, the sky was orange, like bright, dark orange. It was really bright and dark. It was just very, very scary. Just unimaginable to have gone through all that. Snakes! I wonder if there's a cutscene of him seeing that and going like, yoo hoo. I don't know if the indie would ever go, yoo. It would have been funny though. He does have a tie on. It would have given a good excuse to go, oh, a snake. They try, they try for that Jones charm. That used to be a sound whenever anything went wrong on my computer. It would just make that loud scream, and that didn't last too long. It's funny how you don't really get too many error sounds on computers so much anymore. Back in the day, you'd be getting them like every 10 goddamn minutes. Didn't they see that fire? Damn, it had to have felt good to punch a Nazi. We'll probably find out someday soon how it feels. Nah. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Harrison Ford loved the tie. Apparently, he was reportedly said that when they showed him the costume with the tie, he said, "Oh, why didn't you come up with this to begin with?" But now it works better here because he's all trying to class it up with his papa. With his faja. It's like, was that a smile? It was like almost a smile, but it's like it's a determined like it almost is a smile, but not. He's an expert at that. He's very. He does it in Dial of Destiny, even in the tuk tuk scene. It's like he kind of smiles, but then doesn't. It's one of the Ford mannerisms. They must be laying flat across the boat. That makes more sense. No. Yeah, I guess he does make him a little goofy in this, and the Nazis were not goofy by any means, by any fucking means. You know, all I gotta do is watch anything based on World War II. But man, I just watched Masters of the Air on Apple because it's just about to run out my Apple subscription. So I got through that, and that's what my grandfather used to do. He used to be in a bomber plane. I don't know what exactly his job was. And within about 10, 20 minutes, I realized why he didn't talk about the war so much, because that was absolutely terrifying. Look at Harrison Ford's hair. It's very long there. This is just in California. Fucking California. The hat is definitely different here, right? It looks bigger. It just looks bigger. Damn, I forgot my wallet. But like, does the other? Yeah, he breaks through it. Yes, he breaks through it. Yeah, that face. Make that face more, cosplayers. Make that face more. Don't look cool all the time. Looking over your head. Half of Indy is in over his head, and the other half is looking cool. This is one of those movies I wish I could see for the first time again. Just that feeling, the pure joy of this movie. I'm really enjoying this. Every now and then, I will think this is the third greatest of the movies. I don't know why, but it happens. But then I'll watch it and it goes right back up to the top. My God, it's just such a blast. This kind of shit. What a dick. Oh man. And to think that almost wasn't. Spielberg knows what he's doing. And he got a haircut. Look at him. He got his haircut. How about that? I would love to ride a motorcycle like that. What is that? Shit. I used to know what they're called. Oh well. My God, that jacket. My God. Yeah. That's just more messed up than mine is. I need to weather mine more. Shoot. Maybe in the proper lighting, this would be. Well, you know, that is pretty close. Wool. Yeah, and he's a sweater, he said, so he's pouring sweat. You know he is. What if he has pants on this scene? Man, it would be cool to be an actor of such stature that you could just act without pants. I would have to do that if that ever happened, man. With those studio lights, holy shit. Movie lights are hot. They are fucking hot. Here's a fun little thing for you to do. If you're still with me, write this down. Or try to remember Kevin in Rebound, right? That's what it's called? Kevin in Rebound. And it's a Martin Lawrence movie in which I just get a glorified extra shot, close-up scene, where I get to act facially with Patrick Warburton, Putty from Seinfeld. And yeah, the camera is just right there, right by my head, and those lights on me, it was hot as hell, you're nervous as fuck, but it was really cool. What an experience. It's really fun. Kevin in Rebound. 14-second laugh, why not? Not, you won't laugh for 14 seconds, but you might laugh after watching it for 14 seconds. Something like that. What a handsome fuck. And street signs used to have such purpose. Oh yeah, look, burning books. Yeah, that's usually a good sign when people burn books. Yeah, that's usually a great thing when people burn books, right? Oh shit, maybe not. And you know it's a bummer? That symbol used to like mean good. Like it used to be a good thing, a beautiful thing, and that's a shame. They usurped it. Fucking bastards. I know that I do have an upcoming scene. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Also, this music. I don't know if I want to admit this, but I kind of like this theme. I know that's really fucked up to say. I don't know. Did John Williams create this, or was it a pre-existing like Nazi theme? Because oh man, I really hope it wasn't. Maybe it's just a German theme in general, not a Nazi specific theme. Now I wish I hadn't said anything. Now I'm embarrassed. But hopefully, just John Williams came up with it, just because he's good, and I'm just liking a John Williams piece of music. That makes me want to vomit. I'm not happy about having said that. I'm out. Peace. He's definitely got a weird gait, a weird step to his walk, Harrison Ford, and I'm guessing it's because of having broken his back in the prior Indiana Jones movie. You think that'll do it to you, breaking your back, and yet he's walking around. But I guess Batman did have his back broken, and he walked around again afterwards. I say that. I used to say that a lot more. All I have to do is squeeze. And then someone would say, all I have to do is scream. That was a college thing. My buddy Greg and I said that a lot to each other. It's nice to have friends throughout your life that love Indiana Jones with you. It's really, really nice. This son of a bitch. I remember in the teaser, that wonderful teaser that says, now filming around the world, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Spielberg going, I want to strangle you with my bare hands. And yeah, I would say I would want to do that as well, because that dude, like, I'm proud. Look what I got. But that's how accurate this shit is. It's really, really cool. Yeah, I mean, you'd want to strangle him if you saw him in real life, because he's just too accurate a guy. And I think he's played Hitler a few many times. That's a bummer, but, you know, find what you can do and grab onto it. There's an extra scene or deleted scene or change scene or something like that, because I know there's a part where I think it was the trailer or the regular trailer or the teaser where Harrison comes up behind Sean and like yanks the hat off his head. Um, I feel like there's a lot of footage from this movie that we have never seen, and I would like to. I would really, really like to. I don't want a director's cut, mind you. No, no, no. I want deleted scenes. I don't want like a 3 hour cut of Last Crusade, because usually deleted scenes have been deleted for a reason. And a lot of times when something has everything put back in, you're like, oh, that, yeah, I see why they deleted that before. Yeah, that's rough. There's Pat Roach. He didn't really get to shine in this movie at all, even though he has a shiner. So I'm wondering if he was punched earlier by Indy at some point that we didn't see. Because that looked like he had a black eye right there. This poor little guy. He wouldn't fit into that outfit. And old Henry Jones is really soaked into that newspaper, huh? Or is he hiding? Is it upside down? He looks cool even in that. I think it is upside down. I can't really tell. What a stunt. Ooh. No ticket. I've been able to say that. We used to have to check COVID cards, COVID shot cards, and someone asked, "Well, what if I don't have my card?" And I just looked at him and went, "No ticket." And he actually said, "Last Crusade," and I went, "Yeah, okay, you can stay." He had his ticket. So this was years ago. This was years ago when we have to live a different life. Here's where they're definitely pantless. And you can tell because there's no sweat on their heads. It is kind of gross. I guess in the movie, he's probably playing 65, maybe? Let's say Indy is probably 45. Oh wait, no, you would be able to know his name because we know his birthday, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that in my head right now. I don't care that much about it. He's 45ish, let's say. He's my age. That's why we say that, because he's my age. It's weird when people don't have uh, father issues or mother issues. Not that I have them now, but my father and I used to eat dinner within 5 minutes and just go on with our day and not have to talk. So I related to a lot of this stuff, and it wasn't until I was later in life that we started talking a lot more, which I'm very happy about. That happened, but yeah, there was. This was kind of our movie without us even knowing it in a couple different stages, and it's pretty cool now to be a grown man and to be able to have like real normal conversations with your father and not feel like a little kid. Um, I guess it's a rite of passage. I don't know, but still, you feel like their kid, and they want you to stay that way. Does he kind of understand it? That's why he's always so disapproving of everything Indy does, because he's still his little kid. He's still, in his eyes, his little kid. We always remain babies to our parents. Like in the sweetest of ways, it's a sweet thing. My mama said that to me before. You're always gonna be my baby. No, you can't be old. You can't have gray hair. Well, I do have gray hair. Oh, I have grays galore. Humiliations galore. Must be fun to have a camera come in on you close and say things like that. They're taking us back to Germany. Here comes a burp. I'm amazed I don't burp more on these. I'm a burpy fella. I'm gaseous. I'm a gaseous Indy. As is Indiana Bones, but actually, no, they come out both ends. He's a burper and a farter. I'm just a burper. I fart every now and then. Everyone farts. Everybody poops. Land? No! We all feel like that. I'm sure. I'm sure we all feel like we could do that. But I feel like I could maybe land also. Why? Because, again, going back to my father, he flew a lot back in the day. He doesn't really fly anymore. But yeah, he had a Cessna. I think it was a Cessna. And so we were in little planes a lot, to the point where the worst of turbulence on a big airliner, I'd just be like, oh no, right? Yeah, this is bad. This is not good. I don't know. I'm used to turning green and upside down. I think I went upside down once, but yeah, I would be green and just nauseous at the beginning. But then the older you get kind of used to all the jumbling and stuff. Thanks to those little planes. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like watching him do all this stuff, and having done many, many hours in Flight Simulator. I like to pretend I'd be able to fly and land a plane. Well, I would probably crash and die, but hopefully I would not take many with me. But if it was a plane and the pilot went out and they said, "Can anybody fly a plane?" and nobody stood up, I'd stand up and be like, "Yeah, let's see what we can do. Let's see how this goes." And be like, "Can you fly?" And be like, "Can you?" And just do it. I'm such an idiot. Get everyone killed. But at least I try to keep us alive. Yeah. He's had enough. He's so pissed. Was that them that jumped or no? I doubt it. I know, Dad! Happens to me all the time. That's one of my favorite parts. This movie has a lot of, like I said, it has a lot of favorites in the franchise. Um, this part, I remember seeing a magazine. I think it was what was it called? Cinefuck. No, it was Cinefx maybe. It was like a rectangular magazine. In fact, it was more expensive than other magazines, and the cover actually had Ghostbusters 2 on it with the courtroom, the Scoleri brothers, um, ghosts. But huge chunk of the magazine was about Last Crusade, and they showed a lot of this and the model sequence and stuff. And I loved seeing that kind of thing when I was a kid because we didn't have the internet. We had magazines back in the day. We did not have access to everything you could think about. You had to search things out, and they weren't easy to find. And it was really really cool to find treasures like that and to see like the secrets of how they made movies like this. Oh man, there's a magic lost with the internet. I know it's great to have everything. I wouldn't be doing this, obviously. You wouldn't be watching me right now without it, but there was something about, actual searching for things. Crusades, I used to call them. I used to call them crusades, trying to find particular magazines or soundtracks, CDs, comic books, whatever, movies. I'd go on crusades and just go all around town, sometimes hours and hours trying to find stuff. And that alone would be kind of fun. It'd be frustrating, but sort of fun. And now you just go click and buy it. I gotta go back to that. I'm doing that with shoes. I'm starting slowly with shoes because I think I've been buying the wrong size shoes for a while. It turns out it depends on the shoe company. I'm 11 and a half sometimes. I'm a 12 sometimes. I'm 11 sometimes. I'm a 10 and a half in Alden's. I think I'm a 10 and a half. It might be a 10 in Alden's. I don't know. It's really odd. But this is my favorite, like, gotten out of a situation where he had nothing to do with it. And he just sees, oh man, all right, my dad's got some shit in him. All right, I guess that's why I am who I am. Okey doke. That scene says so much. A lot of this movie changes the older I get, like big time. Big time it changes the older I get. I understand things more. You could tell that I really got to watch that The Fablemans because there's a lot of family stuff in Spielberg's movies, especially with his father. So I really want to see that movie to get a little more in depth look at what things were sort of like. I know it's not an exact biography, but yeah, I need to watch that. I'll do that. I'm gonna do that. They deleted the Jewish line for some reason, donated by the finest Jewish families in all of Germany. Why delete that? Leave that because like it shows that there's such scumbags thinking, yeah, they donated that. Uh huh. No, well, they should have left that in. I don't know. Show what scumbags the Nazis were. Is that a radio in the background playing this music? Is it a live band? WKISS FM coming to you live. Here's another round of a sitar. I'm Smokey, and this is the Fat Man, and we're coming to you from Haiti. Hey, we're in Haiti. Man, I would love to have access to a horn that goes awooga. Can you fucking imagine being dressed up like this in a car that goes awooga? Fuck. That'd be badass. What the hell's happening behind them? It's like people chasing after them? Hey, get off the road, motherfuckers. Wait, look out! Ba-dump. Well, it wouldn't be the ba-dump, it'd be fucking tanks. Man, anyone who plays video games know when a tank shows up, shit's gonna get real. Gonna fucking kill a tank. And yet Indy does. Boy, this movie moves. Holy crap. Look, there's only like a half hour left, right? Shit, this movie moves. What the fuck? Why does she look at him like that? Like, is she thinking, oh shit, he's right? Or is she thinking, what is this old fuck talking about? See, I like having my hat clean. Even though it's not very indie, I like having a clean hat. I know it's like a little dusty and hairy, but nevertheless, I should just dirty it up. I should just weather it a little bit, even just a little bit. A little character is nice. I like wearing it around town. I've gotten to the point where I can wear these hats walking around the neighborhood and feel very comfortable doing so. In fact, I see some men around my age, let's say older and younger by 20 years, in that age range, will look at me wearing this hat and be like, I want one. Like, I can see that it's not about Indiana Jones. Maybe it's about Indiana Jones, but they see that I'm wearing this kind of hat, which growing up, you always kind of wanted because of Indiana Jones. But, no one ever does it. So it's nice to see dudes just seeing me wear this hat or an indie hat and just go with their face like, I like that hat. It's a cool feeling to feel the envy of others. That almost took him out. What kind of grenade does that? Oh, I guess it's an old-fashioned kind of grenade. Does it really go? I wouldn't mind like a nice little story on these guys, all the shit that they've had to do, the background on them. Fuck yeah, that'd be cool as hell. Man, Sean Connery still got some spring in his step, just did all that. So maybe he did jump earlier. And there's extra scene with him and Elsa. I want to see all this shit. It's really fake blood. That's pretty rough fake blood. It's not great. Blood does not look like cherry Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid. Oof, that horse. Did they breed horses to be able to do shit like this? PETA's on set, right? Is this the day of... are they doing that yet, I wonder? You gotta figure that horse probably got a little fucked up doing that. But maybe not. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know horsies that well. So wait, that is the Bond gun, isn't it? Kind of the basis of it, the Walther. I thought it was a Luger. Luger? I don't know. Oh, it just laughs. Fuck you! Tee hee hee! I swear by all I have, one day I will be on a horse and make that noise. One day I will ride a horse and go, hey! And just run away. That scared my dog. He wanted to run away. This guy with the stash. Was he for hire? I don't really know if that'd be a German, a Nazi standard to have a mustache like that, but hey, what do I know? Is that Vic? Or is that Harrison? They do a good job of hiding his face in this one. They must have seen, must have realized, oh boy, we put a lot of Vic Armstrong in Temple of Doom. We need to hide that. Even though it's great, it's a nice tribute. Actually, show off the stuntman. It's usually thankless. This is my favorite action sequence in the Indiana Jones movies, by the way. All of this is just so wonderful. This I don't know with this if this would actually work. Like I feel like it would probably shoot the rock out also. But oh, that's Vic for sure. That's such a badass move. I did that once in a small world. I saw a glow stick in the water floating by, and so I hung. I grabbed onto something and hung off the boat and just leaned over and grabbed that glow stick right out of the water. It's a small world, and that's something I'm actually proud of. So that if you've done actual cool things, be proud of that. That's a step ahead. I've done some cool things, but it was fun for me. I was an 18-year-old child. Yeah, see, I don't know about this. Maybe that would happen. Maybe it wouldn't. I don't know. It's good. It's good for the movie, though. I guess it probably would happen. How? Why did you do that? Oh, it's a new pope. The pope has been named. One, two, three, four, five, six. And he's out. Nice. They actually do it. They actually give him 6 bullets. And this is my favorite stunt of all time. Ugh, nasty. Oh, it's the best. The only thing that I consider close is Tom Cruise hanging off the side of the A400 plane. Uh, oh, all of this is just all the it's just iconic. All of this is just pure indie. And it's brutal. He gets his ass kicked. Like even just jumping from the horse onto the tank, that would hurt. Getting a chain around your neck, that would hurt. What the hell was that thing? Is it a cake? Ew. But then shouldn't it be red when it comes around again? Shouldn't it be a little red? At least a little simply red. That feels awkward. I don't know how physically that would work, but you know, it's still funny. The American, he fights like a girl. I looked that up. Come on, Marcus. That would be terrible. He'd be missing a cheek. Oh, that poor hat. Damn, this fucking asshole. He is a Nazi. Not ink. That's the one thing that can kill me. He's adorable. Boom, he catches up to Indy real quick. Oh man, that's gorgeous. The boom, the straight up with the bodies. My God, look at that. Jesus Christ, pure evil. It's perfect. This is the perfect Indiana Jones movie. It's not perfect, but it's the perfect Indiana Jones movie. The bad guys, the setting, the locations, the stunts, the MacGuffin, oh, all of it. It's just pure, perfect indie. And sure, why not? I can believe that. Why not? Some of these backstraps seem pretty strong. I don't know about this one. This one would probably break off because it is, as it is in the movie, apparently uh, two old gun straps welded together from the old days. I don't know. I don't know if that would actually hold someone. But a full strap, maybe. Yeah, I want to go for that full dust look. I should do that sometime. That would be pretty cool. What? Headshot. It's been a while since we've had a headshot in these movies. Get out of there, Dad! And the face he makes, man, I thought I was being clever. I didn't get a single laugh. Here's something I don't get here. There, you know, yeah, that happens. Boom, he hits him there. And now this. Why does Harrison Ford make this face? Why does he duck? Why does he do that? That doesn't make much sense to me. But that's okay. That's all right. Like he's tearing his shit up. Just go a little to your right. Just turn. Just roll. Roll over. Okay, so Sala now has the whip. All right, so that makes sense. Okay. And this. Oh, the bashing of a Nazi's head into something. Oh, mama. If only. Yeah. That hat looked like a mine cart scene from Temple of Doom, by the way. That kind of looked more, a little more tapered than the rest of this movie's hat does. And I'm glad they took out whatever deleted scene they had here with him hanging, because that would have taken away us actually thinking that he's dead. Because as a 9-year-old boy, I thought he was dead. I thought that was it. Because we thought this was the last movie. So I truly at this moment thought, oh my God, they just killed my hero. And I thought they were just going to do the rest without him. Like they had to go on without him. For these little simple moments, I really thought, oh no, he's gone. Like I was thinking that. I lost my hero. That's a beautiful beard. That's a fine beard. And he still isn't. And then the audience goes, oh, oh man. Yeah, we thought for a second they actually fucking did it. feel like that a little too often lately. You know, man. It's not too bad from a tank. Tank stripping up his back, just a couple holes. Not bad. Oh, Marcus. That's the best they'll get. That's the best he can do. Can I just shit myself? Give me a second, please. Oh, there's more. Hey, white interior, cool. Could have sworn early in the movie it looked almost like golden. Did they? So have they already blown up something that we should have seen in another deleted scene at this point? Because there was smoke rising behind them. There's a lot of deleted scenes in this from this movie. I swear to you, there's probably a 3 hour cut of this somewhere that is not that great, but I would still love to see it. You know, and to be able to ride a horse in this atmosphere in this environment, Jesus Christ. Oh man, that's a bucket list thing. Petra Jordan. I know with my wife, she would prefer me not to be dressed like this if we go to a fancy place, but I'm gonna have to bring something. Like, if we ever go to Jordan, for Christ's sakes, I'm not gonna not wear this. Sorry, Liz. That's something I'm gonna have to do. We'll compromise. I'll make it worth your while somehow. I'd like massages for the rest of your life, every day for a half hour. Okay. Because let's talk about that for a second. Um, she married not Kev Indiana Jones. I have since become Kev Indiana Jones, but you know, I don't want this to be all I do, and it's certainly not. I love dressing like this for comfort, of course, and to take pictures now and then. I don't go out, you know, out on the town like this all the time. It's just something that is fun for me, but it's important for me to also remember, oh yeah, I'm also Kevin, the other guy, the guy that's been around for 40 something years before dressing up like Indiana Jones. So it's important to remember that other part of yourself. Don't let this all take over. It can happen very easily. It can be something that just consumes your thought process, and it's just this is all supposed to be for fun. So don't let it become an obsession. It's an obsession, Dad. I never understood it. Don't let it get there. We all let it get there sometimes, but just remember to pull yourself back. Remember who you are. Um, we're all much more than just this. So just try to always remember that. All right. That's my that's my piece. So the that would be for people praying or just normal. The penitent man will pass. So like yeah, the normal one would just be penitent, normal standing, I guess praying. So they chop that up. But if just in case they were bent over praying for I guess what was it for the Muslim or I think the Muslim religion that's when they kneel over and pray and that's when they that's when the upper one comes over. And that's a fucked up little extra bit of info that's it's also kind of badass that they went that far in this movie process without even talking about it. And that background, look at the lions, look at this set. I think I would prefer if I could pick one the Temple of Doom set, the actual Temple of Doom. But this would be part two, like even more than the Well of the Souls. This would be Jesus. This would be incredible to visit, actual see in real life. Yeah, they just wreck it all. They throw it all out. It's very similar to Dial of Destinies, you know. That's the thing about bad guys. When you have a bad guy training another bad guy, how can you not expect that other bad guy to fucking kill you or want to take over things? Why wouldn't that happen? Like in the Dark Knight, yeah, all the bank robbers at the beginning shoot each other. Yeah, why the fuck doesn't that always happen? Why would you even bother? Who knows? And this shit, you think he's gonna die too? You're like, fuck, did they just kill him? They're toying with our emotions. It's a great plot device. It's not what you believe. It's how hard I'm gonna pound your face into that ground. Well, that whip does hang low. It does wobble to and fro. But you can't tie it in a knot. But you could tie it in a bow. His butthole's puckering right there. Oh, Jesus Christ. What the hell am I doing? This is not my thing. This is my dad's thing. Why am I doing this? God damn it all. Those the boots shoes. Boots are they always appear like dark brown, but they're almost like brown red in real life, or like even sometimes pumpkin. Well, the ones they make now. I don't know. They're cool, but they should just make them brown like that and not charge $700 for boots. You can buy them used on eBay. You can maybe buy 3 pairs of Elden boots used for the same price as a new one. Go ahead and do that instead. Because apparently the older ones are better too. I don't know anything about the new ones. I don't know from that. Fucking spider webs. The worst thing about walking into a spider web is you don't know if a spider got on you, and you don't know if that spider is gonna bit you. I don't like spider bites. They suck. I know that's a crazy opinion to have, but spider bites, no, thank you. The maintenance required for that, like it had to have been oiled. Does the knight come out every now and then and just oil shit up and like proper maintenance? What happens if someone walked through this next sequence but then fell? Is he like shit, man? I gotta redo all that? I gotta reupholster the whole floor? Shit, this takes forever. I need Bob Vila for this. Bob Vila. Same thought process. Father and son. It's great juxtaposition. That Spielberg, he kind of knows what he's doing, I feel like. I love how confident he is there, Jay. Why does he not fall right then, grabbing onto the other letters that aren't part of the sequence? Why isn't he just fall right through? Why does grabbing on, why does that work? I have an issue with that. Despite loving this movie oh so much, I have issues with it, obviously, That's how it goes. See, brown. Those are brown. I wonder if that's when the spider comes up from another deleted scene. Oh, there's a third one. Man, this is all underground. Like, how is this built? This is a prequel I'd like to see, a prequel series. Let's see this knight do all this shit. I've been chosen to do what again? And, I have no help? Okay, thank you. Okay, great. I have to build a bridge that you can't see from either angle unless you throw sand upon it. Okay, all right. That's. I am a knight. I am in the military. Very well. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Gotta love that. The zoom in, pull out. Fuck. Fuck. Easy to do, in fact. Very fun to do. Um, a little easier with like traditional cameras rather than. I actually haven't tried it on the phone. Who doesn't do this when walking off an escalator? Yeah. Because you know, your parents always say your feet will get sucked in if you don't lift your feet up. So who does not do that when you're on an escalator coming down? I certainly do it. I love that that's real. That's just it. They just made that. Oh, you know, I guess if ILM can make it, then this night can make it over a couple thousand years. I don't know. 100 years. Look at that ass. Indy got that ass. I don't know what that was. I'm sorry. You had to make him crawl in. That's an awesome set. I mean, when I say I want to visit this set, I mean all of this. I would want to see all of this. But man, this in particular, God, would this be better than the big Grail Temple set? I don't know. This is gorgeous. Well, looks like the back. Oh no, backstrap. It kind of looked like he had his bag still in that last shot. That's personal. That I would love to be shot in that kind of lighting. My God, look at that. Oh man, I want to be a movie star, but not really. Kinda. I don't know. I see the life they live. It doesn't look fun. But Harrison Ford looks like he's having fun now, at least with it. He's got trusting eyes, the old knight. He's a sweet fella. Probably stinks a bit. Last time he washed his balls. It's been a while. Not since the plague, maybe? Man, you stink. What stinks in here? Something stinks. Fine, it's my balls, thank you. Why is the plate there? Who's going to pick the plate? Is it the plate? Is it the candle? Is it this big bowl? Well, I guess it could be a big bowl, but the plate, I don't know about the plate. That one looks like clay behind her. That could have been it. That could have been it too. Look at that shit. Look at the stuff on the wall. God, that's awesome. I can't believe this movie's wrapping up. This has been the fastest of them all. Please stop licking yourself, pal. They can hear that. The audience does not want to hear you licking your balls. As I talk about the old knight's balls, all right? Maybe bath time can be later. Bath? Yeah, that's all I gotta say. Bath? No? Okay. All right. I wonder if that's like holy water at church. There's a little bit of poop in there. That's why he dies like that, because it's holy water and there's poop in there. You're not supposed to drink holy water. There's little specks of feces. If you didn't know that, look it up. Feces in holy water. It's a true thing. Tastes kind of shitty. Okay, so the scars are, that's a clear choice that he's got the scars still there on his face. That's cool. Yeah, that's basically when I have like a Thai chicken soup. That's how quick it is for me. It's a quick reaction for me. I don't turn old, but things happen inside of me. All real. No CGI. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Fuck. And he's still alive. Why am I still alive? Where's this wind coming from? Beautiful shot. Fuck you, Nazi. That got a huge laugh. We're like, damn, Knight. You got some sauce in you. Or is it salt? Salty sauce? The tea? Riz? Slay! Do kids still raise the roof? I don't know. I don't know anymore. I don't know what happens. What am I doing? I am pissed off. I'm gonna drink this shitty fucking holy water. That's pretty close. Bum bum ba-dum, bum bum ba-dum, bum bum ba-da-dum. See, I wish people pay more attention to movies when they complain about them, because they're like, why didn't he live forever? Because the Knight just fucking said why. Oh God, is this shit water? Is this holy water? Oh, I taste the feces. I taste the fecal matter. It's not so bad, actually. This part's so cool. Like, I always figured that's what Alka-Seltzer's doing inside of you. This is what's happening inside of me after I have the Thai chicken soup and I have an Alka-Seltzer. Or Pepsi AC. Complete. God almighty. Simple looks, no dialogue. My God. If you can't act without words, then you can't act. Look what's happening in front of us. Jesus Christ. Greed. Fuck. That whole sequence of no dialogue. Oh, man. I want that. I want to go to there. This is mine now. You stupid bitch. Were you not listening? The rules don't apply to me. My real name is Karen, and I do what I want. What is Poseidon doing there? That is just a balloon rubbing. Yeah, Ben Burtt said that in the behind the scenes thing that Nathan should watch if he hasn't yet, if he's even watching this. Rubbing balloon. That's that fucking sound. Man, Foley artists. Yeah, there you go. I love that. Oh, man. He used to pretend to do that whenever it was slip and slide time. Man, those eyes, those greedy fucking eyes. She really nails that. The green-eyed monster. Not that, no, green-eyed monster is jealous. So she's just falling forever and ever and ever? That's my favorite part in all the movies. weight behind all that. And also, how strong is Sean Connery for being able to bring him up? Oh, he did get a rebirth a little bit in the water, so he's stronger. So like, were the people that worked there like, yeah, I guess let off a smoke bomb. Really hope it doesn't mess this place up. Shit. Did you hear about the Pope? Yeah, he really liked Elsa. She must have been a good piece of tail. And that look, God Almighty. Wonder what he would have said. A really good piece of tail in Elsa. That's why I'm so sad. I sure did. And he's dead. I love that they took out the immediate sequence that comes in that music. That they just cut more to this more action packed type part of the theme. It adds so much to it because when you watch the behind the scenes or the music making of making the music, they show it originally having the original flow of the actual soundtrack piece, and you can see them doing it, and you can see Lucas going, I think we should blah blah blah. So it might be Lucas that suggested to change that end titles part, but it's my favorite end titles. This is my favorite shot. Like, what better way could a movie end? Thinking that this was indeed the last time we're ever going to see Indy or Sala or anyone involved and hear that theme. I thought that was it. The Young Indiana Jones Chronicles, they didn't have the theme on, so I didn't really get super excited about it because it wasn't Harrison Ford except for that one episode. But this, I mean, it's just perfect. It's the perfect ending, riding off into the sunset, just their silhouettes, and having just accomplished an amazing feat, being a, a better Indiana Jones movie than could ever be expected. Um, Even with Sean Connery involved, it's better than anyone could expect it to be. I know it used to be something that people kind of poo pooed because it was too much like Raiders somehow. I never really understood that, but yeah, people said that, and I never agreed with it. This one is extraordinarily special to me. Oh man, I when I got this hat, when I got this jacket, I really did tear up. I cried a little bit because this movie means so much to my 9-year-old self that that's something that I try to incorporate into my life often. What would my 9-year old self say in this situation? How would they respond? Hey, someone Skinner, do Skinners. Kevin Skinner is my real name. Um, so yeah, I try to look back and think how would he feel knowing that one day he will grow up and do a commentary dressed as this actual character that he loves so much, and it just makes me so happy. And it makes me very happy that you watch this with me. That I don't know in what capacity you're doing this, if you're just listening to it, not even watching the movie, or if you are actually watching the movie. And my intention is that you feel like I was there next to you, sitting with you, hanging out. Not that I'm some kind of movie expert, not that I'm some kind of great commentator on things. I just wanted to be a fun hangout for an afternoon. And I really hope that that's what comes across, and I hope that that's how you feel at the end of all this and during it, obviously. I have my show coming up again, so I won't be doing a commentary for a while, probably till after my next season of shows. But if you haven't watched it, it's on Instagram and on this page. But Monday nights during the summertime at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be interviewing other cosplayers and people from the Indiana Jones cosplay community. And it's a very fun show to watch. If you haven't, it's a very fun show for me to do. I hope you tune in. And I just want to say thanks for being there with me. Thanks for doing this all. I feel like I know that I couldn't do this all without anyone just saying once, "Hey, good job. Yeah, that was fun." And if I get just one person to say that, then I feel like it's worth it. And I appreciate you. I appreciate you watching. Hope you have a great day, and take care of yourselves. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Oh, this awkward part where I have to turn things off. Yay, yay.